Now say something.
Something.
There we go. Okay, so you have been powering up this entire goddamn week, like the last 2 weeks. So,
Man, it's not much of a power up at this point. It's just more like they just proved my point for me.
how so?
So,
Well, first,
all
what
right.
is your point?
My point is, so are we live? We recording?
Yep, everything is on. The audio is working.
Hello, internet. You may or may not you know who I am, and that's okay if you don't. Anywho, I'm here to talk to you about a thing.
Mhm.
Gamers are lazier, and they are entitled, and
I
they
took that.
lack literal basic behaviors. So I frequent the Reddit
Mhm.
often,
Same.
and on there, major gaming, a lot of gaming communities and such, really cool ones. But there's always, help threads, which sure, fine, everybody has questions that you could have literally Googled the fucking answer to. Instead, your ass decides, I want to go on Reddit, wait at least another 15 minutes to a problem I'm facing right now that's probably time sensitive or something. And then will I get an answer after I argue with Dickhead83? Well, fucking little Timmy, you're an idiot. And you need to learn to Google shit if you have questions versus going to Reddit or whatever. And now I hear you say out there, well, I could just Google Reddit. Yes, and you're being stupid if you do it that way too, in my opinion. But hey, you know what? Whatever. I'm being mean now.
I disagree with that. I think like the whole point, the whole reason that it makes it ridiculous is that if you Google your question, you're probably going to get a Reddit thread that already exists with your question.
Exactly. But
so not only are you wasting time, you're polluting Reddit with crap that doesn't need to be there.
By the way, how I find wood, why am I seeing like 3 different posts within the span of a week?
So, here's my argument for that, right? On one regard, let's say you do Google. I see both sides of it. Okay, so let's say you Google it, right? And then the only option is some random post from like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, as opposed to, okay, maybe if I use Reddit instead, I actually might find something.
So that's perfect, because this leads me into my second point of they lack critical thinking skills.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, in my opinion, if I'm looking up a problem and trying to find a solution for a problem in a video game, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be making sure, is this the right are we on the same version of the game, because maybe something has changed. Oh, Dark Souls 1.0, I'm on 1.0 myself. Perfect, great, fantastic. Instead, nah, they don't do anything that basically makes their own lives easier.
And like also, okay, assuming your scenario is true, I find only one post. It's from a million years ago for a game, and I'm like, okay, I don't know where else to look. Then I go on Reddit. That's fine. I'm not against questions on Reddit. But then I go on Reddit and in my post specifically say, I have looked this up and only found one thread. Tell me that you did the work. Show me that you did the work. At the very least. They're on there like, how do I harvest wood?
In what game are you talking about that
regard?
regard?
Well, in game, like...
Okay.
Well, I'm on the Stardew Valley subreddit a lot. And Stardew Valley has a lot of intricacies. So there are a lot of questions. Which is fine. I think questions are fine. I have discovered things from other people's questions, but there are some questions that are ridiculous. This one Redditor found a book in Stardew. Books are a new thing, and they've already been playing the game for a while. They
had Iridium weapon, didn't they?
They know how to use items, but they go on Reddit and say, "How do I use this item?" You could have Googled, how do I use books in Stardew? And you would have gotten an answer immediately.
Again.
Because the game has been out forever and people have played it to death.
Or You press the interaction button that works for literally every other fucking thing. How about you try playing the game before you ask stupid questions?
Now, to play devil's advocate with this one, even though I do agree, I understand where some of this is coming from.
I don't.
Okay, I do.
Don't.
Because I feel like we're also getting to a point more and more and more in like gaming where things have gotten simpler and simpler and simpler so that people don't reach that quit point to now we're starting to reach levels of people don't even want to put in the effort anymore because they expect it to be handed to them.
True. Just to make a mean-spirited joke, I understand what boomers are feeling like now. They're what they think that every generation after them is getting more and more dumb. You know what? I get it now. I truly get it. I see what they see.
We can't be like that. We can't be like that. Look,
I'm
look.
a boomer, guys.
No. We can't be like that because we hated it when our parents did it, when our grandparents did it, when the older generation did it. We can't do that. We can't put all of them in a box.
But with an older person's perspective now, I'm starting to see that they had a point. We may
No,
it, but
no. Your fault. We can't do that.
Hold up. We started this call with a hindsight is 2020 shit. Guess what, bitch? Still 2020 now.
We can't do that. We cannot fall into the exact same trappings our parents and stuff did because again fucking hated it. We can't let them win.
At this point, I'm willing to let them win. You know, I will swallow my pride.
No.
I'm absolutely willing to say, you know what? When they said we were shitheads, we were shitheads.
No.
Absolutely. And we continue to be shitheads.
Also, you can't look at it like from a standpoint of everybody because there's just as many kids out there who are actually pretty goddamn smart and people who do just figure this shit out, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and those are the people answering the dumb questions all the time.
So, you wanted to play devil's advocate real quick. What you got?
Oh, but that's what I got. We can't put everybody in a box because if we put everybody in a box, that's the exact same thing our parents and stuff did to us that we hated. So yes, I do think there are people who don't want to even give in the effort to try and just look for like the worst possible places and stuff like that for information and don't want to put in the basic levels of work. However, I still don't think we should put everybody in a box, even though there are some gamers who are that dumb.
Yeah, me personally, I'm absolutely not putting, because like I said, I have seen questions on there that were really good that were like, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know that was a thing. So I don't put people in a box, but it is a recurring problem. I see it constantly. Like, there was a glitch. Stardew is like the only game that I follow, but there was a glitch in the game. I don't remember what it was. There was a glitch in the game, and everybody was freaking out about it. And there were, I kid you not, the divorce glitch. People couldn't get divorced in the game after a patch that went out. So every day, I kid you not, 20 plus posts about the same glitch. And every single one was titled, "Am I the only one this is happening to?"
Am I the only one? As if you are this one special little beacon of destiny in this massive cosmos we call a world in a galaxy, that this has only ever happened strictly to you. Yes, my liege, you are the only one this has ever happened to. You're that special. And definitely not Jerry 2 lanes over.
You know what's funny? There probably is that one person somewhere that...
Oh, absolutely. Like, statistically,
somebody had to be the first.
Someone had to get exactly. Has to be the first.
But I promise you,
you were not the first.
You were not the first.
So this entire argument started from just seeing someone what's it called in Stardew Valley, someone being dumb on a Stardew Valley subreddit.
It wasn't just Stardew Valley. I also
it's a lot of games. It's a lot of all the Pokemon ones were a lot.
Like the amount of the amount of posts I see that are like, "Is this shiny rare?"
It's a shiny. Yes, it is. You have a 1 in 5,000 chance to get obtaining this thing without any buffs. Yes, it's fucking rare.
I just started. Is this rare? You are full odds. Yes, it is rare.
If it makes you feel any better, I can see. I actually saw something on the Pokemon summer that made me laugh. That made me realize, holy shit, Pokemon isn't just so ubiquitous anymore. I can't remember the exact post, but it was like something really, really basic that made me go like, oh wow, there actually are new people playing Pokemon for the first time.
Yes. Yes, I thought that too. I'm like, fuck, I've reached the point. I'm now, again, I'm a parent of some of these. You know, if we had kids, we would be. We are the parents of some of these kids who are now picking up like the amount of people whose first generation is 9. To me, is wild because I'm Gen 1. I've been with the game since 1997, and well, technically 1999, but that's splitting hairs. But anywho, but yeah, the full fucking ride.
Yeah, and then but then there are people who's literally started with Gen 8, 9, and some who have started with Gen 10, and it's like, oh god.
Oh my god, I have this coworker, and he constantly makes me feel old as balls. So does the other one. I'm not gonna name drop him here out of respect, but both of them have like said they say things, and number 2 was like, oh yeah, when Diamond and Pearl first came out, I was like 4 years old.
Ow. Ow.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, younger people, in my opinion, just to, fucking be that dickhead, I guess. I see. I have the boomer vision with them now.
And
I see y'all as unwilling to put in the effort.
Fam, I was a teacher. I could have told you this.
Oh, I know. Oh, fuck. So yeah, kids, do better, please. Y'all, we didn't like being called the lazy one, and yet y'all are proven to me that y'all are the lazy ones because y'all think you know everything like we did before you.
And again, remember, we can't paint it with a massive brush. That's not everyone. Let's be real here. One of these kids right now is probably gonna be a doctor in like the next couple of years.
That's terrifying to me.
Absolutely. They better start improving.
Well, again, it's not all of them. It's not all of them.
Again, but like the ones I have to deal with, Jesus Christ, how the fuck they can get out of bed is wild to me.
It's not all of them. As someone who used to, as someone who used to teach.
That's the same argument as not all men. Sure, not all men, but enough of them.
Oh wait, no. Shit. Oh no.
Not all of them, but enough of them.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. It becomes a stereotype because of a large percent of it is based on truth. To some degree.
No.
So you know what? I'm gonna say that. There's my spicy take for the evening.
Man, I'm gonna get canceled. I'll still put this up. Oh my lord.
And they don't want to hear it, but it's true. I'm like,
we can't have that mindset. We can't. That mindset is the literal.
I think we can, and I think what we need to do is recognize that it's true and improve rather than stay set in our ways because we refuse to be we refuse to agree that we have faults. I disagree. I think if that is a recurring thing, every generation goes through it. That's because there's a reason. It's a pattern. And in order to break the pattern, we don't just shut it down and hide it. We say, do I see myself in this? I honestly think most people, like, we didn't like it because it was true a lot, and we didn't want to face it because that's how people are. They refuse to see that they are wrong. It's easier to fool themselves into thinking that everyone else is wrong and they are right. And I think that's backwards. I think we need to be able to acknowledge, you know what, I see myself in this and I don't like it, so I'm going to work on it.
I agree. I agree.
I can get behind that.
There, that's my old man ramble. Mic drop.
Funnily enough, speaking of Reddit, I've been seeing this in like a different regard somewhere else. Not quite in the sense of people like not willing to put in the work, but so I've been playing a lot of Project Zomboid recently. It just did its latest update, and it just added a bunch of new mechanics, and one of the mechanics people that got added, people aren't happy with.
Mm-hmm.
And the mechanic literally, basically, the mechanics they added just made things even more realistic, where it's like, oh man, I'm strained from putting in a massive amount of physical labor and pushing myself to like such a degree. And there's a lot of people who are complaining about it, going like, oh man, I don't like it. I think it's a bad system and all that. Now, I will not say people are wrong for not liking the mechanic.
Sure, that's fine because no, that's fair.
Personal enjoyment matters the most. The thing that's making me kind of like tilted and upset is people being like, I don't think this is realistic. And then it's like, what did you do? Oh, I fought like 20 zombies, dug 5 graves, and I tried dragging multiple zombies, multiple people into these graves, and I'm tired, and I'm like, so you're upset that you're not a superhero? Oh man, it wouldn't be that hard in real life.
Oh wow. That's a whole other conversation. The idea that the fact that the internet has made the world smaller, and made everything seem like it's right within their fingertips. Nobody is impressed with anything. Nobody recognizes the work that goes into anything, because all they see is the finished product in a 2.5-second video.
Speed labs, fucking.
And they think that makes them an expert.
Or that it's so hard to do. Janet, shut the fuck up and try it then.
I'm saying.
Like, man,
we are the last few generations, we've had more access to more information than any generation before, and we are stupider. We are dumber.
I don't think like the generation in general is dumber. I just think that unironically the brain rot of our content has made us lazier. Just like how you were talking about earlier, you know? Where people aren't willing to put in the time and the effort to see things and notice things because,
I agree. It absolutely has made us lazier, but that bleeds into intelligence. Think about autocorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Think how many people can't write a full sentence because they're used to autocorrect doing it for them.
Oh, fam, I can't write a full sentence. I was a math teacher.
Like that's my thing. Like that is for me.
We're losing basic skills.
I was an English major. I was an editor of the high school and college newspaper. So like that's a big thing for me. Sometimes I will write my texts not properly because I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. But if I need to sit down at my desk at my job and write an email, I can do that without needing autocorrect or without needing the spell check.
I can't because I've always been bad at English. But no, I see what you mean.
Like, but it bleeds into it. People may not have been dumb before, but because they have everything done for them now, they don't know how to do it on their own.
I still think so. When it comes to that regard, I think it's less that people are more dumb now, and more people just aren't willing to try, which in turn leads to into like that lack of intelligence kind of thing. Because even I've seen some of the older generations that are also really dumb that maybe go like, fam.
Absolutely. I mean,
I agree. I mean, every generation has stupid people. That's just, people are stupid. It is what it is. But if you look at it, like if you look at the different parts that make up our society and our culture now, at least in this country, everything is at our fingertips. Everything is so easy, so convenient, that if we needed to survive on our own, we would die. We would die out as a species.
I don't think we die out as a species. I think the people who are willing to put in the time and effort would be fine, but everyone else, no, we're screwed.
That percentage is a much smaller percentage than the amount of people that could not handle it. And so, because of the way evolution works, we would die out as a species.
Natural selection.
I mean, it's starting to look that way.
Natural selection.
Feel bad for laughing at that one.
Look, if things comes to an end, let it be. Just let it be, and that's just the way it goes.
I mean, sure, but that doesn't mean I can't be frustrated that it's...
Oh no, it'd be incredibly frustrated. But, you know, life is way too short already that I'm not going to worry about that. I ain't got time for that.
Well, that's why I don't interact with people much.
Yeah.
Reddit is the most interaction I get with people because I can't even handle that. And in person, I can't bitch at them about how stupid they are, so I just stay by myself. And I'm very nice on Reddit. I don't ever call anyone stupid on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm the asshole.
Unless they're being like racist or sexist, like just blatantly, then that's different. But I am very polite and civil in all of my conversations, even when I think the person is an idiot. But I have to let out my frustration somewhere, and I do it in the comfort of my home to my husband. And apparently to you now.
It's good to get it out, right? It feels good, right?
It does feel good to be able to say it out loud, yeah. Mostly I'm just seething quietly.
That's why I'm muttering shit usually as I type. It's like, delete all that. I'm not gonna fucking have this argument despite sometimes, but more often than not, yeah, I'm taking this fucking argument. Do I have the energy for this today? You know what? Feeling a bit froggy today. We're doing it.
Yeah.
But then lately it's just like, nah, you know what? I don't have it in me to argue with people anymore. But that's just more of what my going back to my argument is just fucking I like arguing with people, and now you're making my pastime harder to do.
Because it's like, wait, are you being earnest or are you actually just dumb?
Exactly.
Like,
that is
man.
literally a question that I ask myself constantly on Reddit. Are you being intentionally obtuse?
Is there a /S there? Fuck, there's not. All right, game on. Like, my recent arguments I've been having, again, it's a lot of this entire discussion, by the way, is going to be me focusing on this younger generation of gamers and players and shit like that. So let me preface that. Although this person did not claim that they were younger than or they were older than 25, but I feel like a lot of younger players or just people in general lack nuance. Back to that Stardew Valley, many of our Stardew Valley ventures, because that's where I find the most, like, y'all couldn't have Googled this, just Google this for faster results.
Sometimes, again, sometimes maybe no, but go on.
But, like, in this case, we're talking character specific now. Now, in Stardew Valley, there's a randomly hated guy named Clint. Everyone hates fucking Clint.
Oh my god,
Clint. I love Clint. You know what? He gets a bad rep.
I wonder why.
Man's just shy. He's not done anything wrong.
Oh no, he's done plenty wrong. Stop giving me fucking repeats.
Give me Clint's done nothing wrong. The only thing Clint does wrong is close at 4 p.m.
I'm okay if you hate Clint because he closes at 4 p.m. I'm okay if you hate Clint because his geode crushing needs work. I'm okay with that. I'm tired of hearing that he is an incel because he wants a girlfriend.
Wait, people are calling him an incel?
Oh my god,
yeah.
How?
Bad.
And people get so worked up about it. It's he is pixels, and people get so worked up about it.
How is he
in their head?
Wait, how is he an incel? Because he's attracted to a girl. What? That's not how that works.
Because there's one of the examples is he at some point he says, "I'm a nice guy if you get to know me." Look, Gen Z latched onto that so freaking fast.
What the
They were
hell?
like, "He said he's a nice guy. That means he's a dick."
What? We don't see
Brother.
him be a dick anywhere. He's
No.
just a shy,
Just a
nervous
sad
guy.
guy.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
just a
and
sad, nervous guy.
he has no game. He has no idea how to talk to women. There's a
He's
whole bunch of
awkward as
stuff. He's
fuck.
awkward as fuck. Apparently, this makes him an incel, and I've had the conversation where I'm like, he does not do anything rude or mean to Emily. He is never rude to her. He is not physically harming her. He treats her with complete respect. All of his like frustration and repression is inward. He directs it inward.
Yeah, like
So
I
that is the complete opposite of an incel.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't like Clint because he just keeps giving me the same fucking thing when I keep giving him new geodes. That's why I don't like Clint. But I never at any point ever got the feeling that he wasn't like he's just a shy, socially awkward guy who
Well,
clearly.
so everybody argues. Everyone's like, well, he's an incel because he's involuntarily celibate.
That's not how that works.
No.
That's not how that works at all. What?
Correct.
He literally just wants a girl.
So y'all are saying every male human being that is not actively having sex is an incel.
That's not how that works at all.
That's not how that works.
We are currently incels, my guy.
That's not how that works.
Balls deep. We're incels, man.
That's not how that works. He's just socially awkward. Leave the man alone. Actually, don't. I'm tired of fucking repeats. Give me something new, you bastard.
I respect that. I completely respect that because after you finish the community center, he's gone on Fridays because he's up looking at the fucking boiler room, and I'm like, "What are you doing?
I have work for you, motherfucker."
I'm saying, what are you doing?
Again, Jojo route is looking better, guys.
I'm just saying this in this small community where to fucking die.
Oh my god, yeah. Like I'm like, you can't afford to not be making money, Clint.
I'm saying, how are you gonna impress Emily? But no,
exactly.
No, that's okay. Shit like that's dumb. That's dumb. That is indeed dumb.
Yes, and like
Pierre does the same thing.
Oh my god, Pierre! People fucking. There is an entire subreddit called "Fuck Pierre."
What did Pierre do? I mean, besides closing.
So Pierre is a die-hard capitalist. Okay, he is an American. All right, he believes in selling at a markup so he can make a profit, and he will. And you can sell your stuff to him, and if you do, he implies later, or he literally says that he sold your. He takes credit for the stuff that you grow and make.
Oh, yo, what an asshole! What the hell?
Yeah, he's an asshole. I agree. I don't like his practices at all. But the kind of hate that I've seen, people get vitriolic, okay, about how much they hate Pierre. There's an entire subreddit called "Fuck Pierre," and every time someone mentions him in a thread, that subreddit will be commented.
Yo,
like clockwork.
God damn. I didn't realize there's some of these characters that had this much hate.
It is so intense in the Stardew Valley community. And it's funny because like you'll see a thread like that where they're like hating on these characters, and then the next thread is like, this community is so nice. I love how nice people are here. And I'm like, what the hell? What kind of community are you in?
I think they're nice to each other, and then they just fucking hate certain ones.
Yeah, but they get into fights over it with each other. Like,
that's beautiful.
It's crazy. They will literally argue to death, and they will downvote the hell out of each other for saying things. For like one person saying, "Oh, I love Shane," and everyone's like, "You like alcoholics? You're a piece of shit."
It's like,
wait, what?
Oh no, it gets bad.
Shane is also a very controversial character because
a lot of red
entire storyline.
Okay, yeah, he does have a lot of red flags, but at least he's trying to improve.
Correct. So like he's pixels with a story on fucking wheels that is gonna go in one direction no matter what you do. There is no reason to get this worked up about it.
Yo.
But people get controversial, and they will accuse people that like Shane of dating people like that in real life.
That's not how that works.
It's so funny. It's so funny because like. I look at somebody like, the whole tsundere types or whatever. I hate that. I hate that shit. But I get it. I understand the draw for some people romancing those characters. I get it. They like the challenge,
Look, they can fix them.
I want to say if I can,
they want to fix them. And like some people say that like it's a bad thing, and I'm like, as long as you keep it within a video game, it's fine. If you want to live your fantasy of being able to fix somebody, do it through a video game. That's what it's there for. That's what Stardew has mods for. That is what that is there for. Live it out in your fantasies. As long as you don't bring that into your real life, you're fine. But we don't know each other on Reddit. I don't know what your story is. I don't know who you are. I can't assume that you are an alcoholic dater just because you like the alcoholic in the game. Like, that's the kind of assumptions you get. And you get these like attacks on their personal lives because of pixels. And it's funny, but it's really scary. It's really, really scary.
Yeah.
People are weird, man. It's the internet. It's just how it is. It's what it do be.
It's insane. It is insane. The amount of people who it is a common trend that everybody wants to romance a married woman. None of them want to romance the bachelors and the bachelorette.
Nah, that
hell?
bitch is married.
If she's married, she is definitely bae. Like, she's a waifu. We want her.
What? No.
Yes.
Wait
Robin?
a second. Whoa.
Oh, dude, Robin.
Robin is like almost overly sexualized in how much people
Honestly,
want her.
give me Jody personally. You know, if we're gonna talk the unattainable, I want Jody.
And Jody's another one
It's
too.
a fine ass woman right there. Not to
Jody's-
objectify her.
Jody's another one. Although Jody gets more of people wanting to be the third between her and Kent.
Wait a second. Whoa.
I didn't know that.
Because Kent is nice. People like Kent.
Which is wild.
He gets PTSD, but like he's still five.
So wait, do they want to like sit in the corner and watch levels, or like,
or be invited?
Yo,
like,
fuck,
they're
man.
okay with
They want to tag team Jody's what they want to do.
Correct.
Jesus
Correct.
Christ?
So, a lot of people want to romance Caroline because they hate Pierre.
Is that?
Okay.
Actually, I
Okay.
saw a YouTube
Hear me
video.
out.
I saw a YouTube video on that of like, I hate Pierre, so I romanced his wife.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Hear me out though. For these love dating sim games, life sims, who's going to be ballsy enough to introduce a divorce or a affair type thing in the game? Who's going to be ballsy enough to do that?
Like how actual divorce works.
Affairs, cheating.
Oh,
Who's going
affairs.
to be ballsy or dirty enough to attempt that
Well,
shit?
you can date multiple people in Stardew.
True.
And then you get in trouble for it.
But I'm talking the NPCs who are canonically married. You know,
I hope
no
Atlas.
one's off the table.
I hope they never
Absolutely.
do. Not in my cozy games. Keep that away from my farming sim.
Does it? Okay, not. I can't think about farming sim that does that, but that's an entire plot line in Atlas's Catherine game. Does that count?
Well, I know that's the entire game, but I'm talking like games that are designed to be, you know, this dating sims themselves,
Life
you know,
sims.
life sims. Where you're like, I'm just this fucking generic builder going around and you know, oh look, she's cute. Wonder what she's like. Oh, she's married.
Well,
Shit.
there's already a lot of, well, it's not affairs, but I mean, there are mods that pretty much incorporate any kind of, anything you can imagine, there's a Stardew mod for it, just like a Skyrim mod.
You serious?
So there are lots of mods that let you marry the married wives and get them to divorce their husbands. There are plenty
Damn.
of mods that let you,
Oh,
absolutely.
I have seen those.
There's even a mod that creates a scenario where Pierre gets arrested and goes to jail.
Yo, damn!
Yo.
Someone modded. Wait, let me check that out.
Again, when people say "fuck Pierre," they mean it.
They really mean it. Yeah, they people hate Pierre. It's insane.
Gracie hates Lewis.
Yo, I made an expansion that lets you put Pierre in jail.
Yeah.
Law and Order SV adds a sheriff office / jail near the community center, 2 new NPCs in the justice system, with the potential to finally put Pierre in jail where he belongs.
Yep.
So when we play in this jam, when we play in this,
Wait, that's funny.
Yep.
bum, bum,
I actually
bum,
commented
bum,
on that
bum,
thread
bum.
because I was like, you should call it Law and Order.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Yeah, so that's the level of insane the mods can get and how like intense it gets in that.
Look,
that
I
subreddit.
know mods get in that insane, but I didn't expect in Stardew Valley one of them would be I made an entire thing that lets you throw Pierre in jail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally bring
Absolutely.
peace to
R
Pelican.
slash
There's
fuck
ones
Pierre.
there's ones that let you romance Marnie, who's dating Lewis, and marry her and steal her away from him.
Finally bring peace to Pelican Town after being terrorized by Pierre's shady shenanigans. As the prime victim of Pierre's villainous exploits, you will have a direct hand in bringing him to justice, and even choosing how long he remains locked up. And don't worry, should he complete one stint in the big house, you'll be able to send him back time and time again should he continue to make trouble. In future updates, certain other Pelican Town residents may be keeping Pierre company should they run afoul of the law.
Oh my god. People are gonna be putting Clint in jail.
Oh my god.
You know what would be hilarious if by doing so you then lose out on what they would, offer you.
The Robin thing is two-parted.
Oh my
People
Lord.
want Robin. People want Robin because she's the redhead mommy, basically. There's a redhead bachelorette you can romance. There's Leah, but people don't want her. They want Robin specifically.
I mean, all day Maru. Women in STEM.
Absolutely. But so that's part of it. They want her because she's a redhead, and people are like fetishize redheads to a point that's kind of weird.
I won't judge. I won't yuck your yum.
And they despise Demetrius. Despise Demetrius. They hate him. So there's two parts to the Demetrius hate. There's the people that will argue that he is on the spectrum, and that is why he is the way he is. And people who are just like, no, he's an asshole.
For what? How? He wants you to stay away from his daughter. That's just a father being a father.
So I agree with that too. I agree with that. That is you are a new person, he doesn't know you. But because of the way the game is written, Concerned8, the developer, he didn't account for a lot of the interactions don't account for the player's marriage status. So you can get, because that's a 2-heart event, if you don't romance Mario until after you're married, you will still get that 2-heart event. And you're standing there like, dude, I'm married. I don't care about your daughter. Like, what are you talking about? So because of that, because the game is written not badly,
very one-dimensionally,
but because it's written that way,
linearly.
Linearly, people use that as fuel to hate Demetrius.
That's strange.
And there are people, and I've
Same
literally had the conversation where I've been like, no, it's just because the game is written like this. And they're like, well, you can use your meta reasons, but I hate them anyway. And it's like,
it's not meta.
What the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, they hate Demetrius because there are several events that he has with Robin where I don't want to say that he's autistic because that wasn't necessarily how he was written, but he does have trouble understanding the nuance of things because he's a scientist, so he sees things very like scientifically. And so Robin, like there's one event where she builds a bed, and it's a really pretty bed, and she's like, look at what I did, and everyone's like, wow, it looks great, and he's like, but I don't understand the point of the 4 posters because it's a 4-poster bed.
Well, yeah, that's just him being autistic then. There's no reason to like actually despise him. That just seems silly.
Exactly, but people hate him. They hate him because of that event. They hate him because there's also an argument that him and Robin have where she tells him to go get fruit or something, and he brings back a vegetable, and she's like, a vegetable's not a fruit. And he's like, yes, it is. And so people, but in the actual gameplay, a tomato is marked as a vegetable. So like,
wait, but it's a fruit though.
But it's a fruit, and Demetrius knows this. He's the only one in Pelican Town that knows the truth about tomatoes.
Oh,
and
so
people despise him because of it.
I love that meta humor there. Those little.
So it's crazy. They will use any tiny part of the game
to justify hating someone.
Exactly.
To be fair, we've all done this in some regard. Will there be that one little tiny thing that we have that we'll just use to justify hitting a character that we know deep down probably is fine?
I mean, sure. Like,
absolutely.
I have my own bias. I have my own character in Stardew that I dislike. I dislike Lewis. I don't like him at all. And it's because I don't like the way he treats Marnie.
I mean,
I don't like the fact that he hides his relationship with her because he cares so much about his image as mayor. I hate that.
You know what? That's a very fair point. That's an incredibly fair point.
I dislike that. And I think she would be better off with Marlin, the Adventure Guild guy, because he's super cool and he would never deny it. He like you go up to him in one
You
event and
are.
he's like,
I
"Oh,
just
you
want to
look
point
so
out.
lovely today."
You are literally proving your point right here and now. By the way.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I don't go on Reddit and treat people like shit because of my opinion.
Then
I
you're not.
don't
Are
go
you?
on Reddit
Are you
and
honestly? Can you honestly say that you play video games then?
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Are you really a gamer, Gracie? Unless you're talking not shit talking.
You know what?
Exactly.
I'm not the time to shit. I'm not the type to shit talk. I don't
Mm,
do it in Overwatch. I don't do it. I left the Overwatch subreddit because I was like, the people are so incredibly mean.
mm.
Video games are fun. They are supposed to be for relaxing. They are supposed to be for unwinding. They are not supposed to be for treating other human beings like garbage.
Oh man, you're in the wrong field then.
I mean,
Unfortunately.
I play by myself. I play single player games for that very reason. I don't like to interact with other people when it comes to gaming.
Personally, I don't shit talk anyone because I'm always afraid that the one person that shit talk will be like that one guy from that Caleb City video where he starts shit talking only for the person to say his address. Yeah, nah, I don't.
Wasn't he also being racist too in that video?
No,
Your reason for not being shitty is to not get doxxed.
Hey man,
yes.
I mean, you know what? That's okay. I have that irrational fear too. Like, man, I'm only gonna be an asshole to a certain point. If I go any further, you know what? It's gonna get messy, and you know that's where that fear comes. Like, watch my ass get doxxed for calling a guy fucking a noob.
Nah,
like,
man,
God
I
damn
just
it, let me
never
play,
risk it at
buddy.
all. Cause like I'm generally a nice person, and sometimes I get heated, but I'm just like I have a mindset of like, look, they're probably just having a bad game. Flaming them's not gonna fix anything. Let's just keep going on. But
Exactly.
also on top of that, I'm afraid of being doxxed. Yes.
I mean, but therein lies the thing too. Like, I agree with you. League honestly helped me with that too because I did hear someone many years ago mention that, and it's not productive. It's counterproductive to insult your teammates specifically, because they're gonna dig their heels in now. Like you fucking say, "Lol, quit feeding bot, you fucking noob." Now you're being aggressive. Now I'm like, you know what, buddy? I'll run this down fucking mid if I have to, just to make sure you burn.
Oh yeah, I'm a
Wait.
petty healer.
The only reason I
Fuck.
don't do that is because I don't want to
And I
hurt the
don't
other
want people to do that to me.
Exactly.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try and diffuse. If I see a guy being a dick, I'm like, yo, chill out, homie. I'm up 3. We'll be fine. You know what? Just focus up. Just play back, play safe, and just farm.
I'm a petty healer. I'm a petty healer. I don't say anything in Overwatch matches. I almost never say
Very
anything in chat. And if I do, it's usually GG or hey, that was really good. I try to compliment people instead of dissing them.
Yeah.
But I am a healer. I play a support main in Overwatch, and I'm a damn good healer. And if you are spamming, I need healing, or you're like, Mercy sucks, Moira sucks, I am not going to heal you for the rest of the game.
You are free to play heal yourself. No one's stopping you.
But exactly. Like, I am doing my best, especially when the other healer is a complete idiot and doesn't know how to do their job. I'm doing my best to keep everybody alive. And you are complaining? You, Genji, who keeps leaving the fucking group?
I like how you have like just someone at the ready.
Oh, everyone has their Genji at the ready. There's always a Genji.
Every Mercy has a Genji. Yes, absolutely.
Question. Speaking of hero shooters, how do you guys feel about Marvel Rivals?
I've never played it. I'm not. Again, Marvel title video games never have done it for me, and this one's no different. So it's like,
okay. To be fair, I thought the same thing. Personally, I thought I was done with hero shooters after
I like
Overwatch.
hero shooters.
But Marvel Rivals is hitting like all the right notes of being a hero shooter. And it's also like one of the first ones that I played where the melee combat feels really good.
See, now that's important to me for that if you introducing melee characters or whatever. So is it like a third-person game or is it first-person? So it's third-person and...
It's literally just Overwatch, but third-person. Like, that's what it is.
I like that Overwatch is first-person, though.
Fair enough.
Something about Overwatch being first-person makes it easier to play.
That's entirely fair. Now, there are a few characters that can go first-person for a little bit when doing their stuff, like Hawkeye when... Black Widow when she's sniping. Hela has an ultimate that she'll be first-person. But unironically, if you guys just want to like give like a different Overwatch flavor a try, Marvel Rivals is pretty fucking sweet.
Maybe.
Is it free?
It's also free.
Oh, nice. Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to learn a whole other game. That's a lot of work.
That is entirely fair. But you know, you play it enough and like things start picking up. But the thing is, like a lot of the things that I like about it is that it's willing to do a lot of the bullshit that Overwatch isn't anymore. Like, okay.
Like what?
Okay. So there's a character that I main called Loki. You obviously you have your certain you have your buttons, like you have your abilities and stuff like that, etc., etc. So what his ultimate does is he turns into another character. And when he turns but not well, it's pretty obvious because it's like you can see them and have all the same. It's not spy levels. It's they become your character, but they also get your.
He's Echo.
He's Echo. He also gets their ultimates.
Oh,
so
he's Echo.
Does Echo also get the ultimate of the person they're taking?
Yeah, that's the whole point of Echo, actually.
You get faster ult charge, so basically.
Correct.
Oh no! It's not ult charge. It's you get the ultimate immediately.
No, yeah, Echo. So Echo gains while she's in a different character's form. She gains faster ult charge so that she can get to the ult faster and use it. That's the point of Echo. Is to get the ult faster than the other person and use it instead.
Yeah. With this one, it's like okay, I've transformed to you. I immediately get your ultimate. You have characters like Iron Fist, who is, hey, do you want to play melee in a game that probably can't facilitate melee? Or probably shouldn't allow melee to this degree? Do you not care about, like, the concept of how it probably wouldn't be all that balanced because you're just here for the fun? Well, there you go. Have fun. So his entire game plan is, I'm just going to run to the back line, and I see that little shark bastard just trying to be annoying, I'm going to punch him. And
he just ignores you and just beats you up.
Yeah, it's great. It's really fun.
Yeah, he's Doomfist.
Yeah, he's Doomfist when he was an actual DPS.
Oh god, so it's a nightmare. Yeah.
There's
a reason why Doomfist got nerfed.
Yeah, but it's just fun. It's just really really fun, and it's free. So.
So it's technically Overwatch 2.
Oh my
god. Hey, we got 6v6 back, sorta. Either way,
I think my thought was Marvel Rivals is new, but eventually it'll get nerfed down to Overwatch levels.
I hope not.
That's the track that these games always end up on.
I hope not. Also, they straight up said they're not going to do things like roll queue and stuff like that because it's like, look, we don't. Why? What's the point?
I love roll queue.
I don't.
I only heal. I don't want to do anything else.
Fair enough.
So
I don't want to fucking have to, fight with someone to get a spot I want. Just give it to me from the get-go. I don't mind waiting the extra 2 seconds if need be. And that's all I got.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm going to spend... This is almost an hour. Oh, I'm going to be editing forever. Great. Whatever.
Yeah. This is where we call it then.
Yep. So, Gracie, do you have anything else you would like to say before you go?
Y'all, join the Stardew Valley subreddit. The drama is delicious. And it's about pixels, so it's not real drama. It's great.
I think for some people it is really goddamn real. The fact, again, there's straight up a mod to put Pierre in jail tells me that it's pretty real.
And that's pretty tame. I've seen some other crazy shit. So.
That's worrying.
Do you know what the ship Theseus is?
Ship of Theseus.
Oh yeah. It's the concept of, is it still the original thing after it's been modified so many times?
So Skyrim is basically a great example of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Stardew is following very quickly behind it, and that mod right there really drives it.
Yeah, there are entire overhaul mods for Stardew that make it a completely different game, and it's like it's the same idea. Like, is it still Stardew at that point?
I mean, if people are having fun, what's the problem?
I don't care. Oh no! I have no I have a bunch of mods on my game right now. I'm totally cheating. I don't care. I'm having fun. It's a single player
Exactly.
game.
That's all that
I'm
matters.
not hurting anyone. I just think some of them are really funny. Some of them are like, really, this bothered you so much you had to make a mod. That's pretty
Yes. All right, Drew. Do you have anything to say before we go?
No, just fucking use Google. Learn the Google arts again. They are a long forgotten teaching,
Same.
and god damn it, learn your
Honestly.
practice your Google foo.
Honestly. All right. So I want everyone out there to have a good morning, evening, day, or night, wherever you're at. But for right now, I am out. You guys?
Bye.
Why?